Dude, intros are weird. I don't know what to say. Hello, and if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. If you're returning, welcome back. It's a video that I promised in my last video, and it's something that we did a while ago. It's the first Venom movie. It's something we did right after we watched the second one, so it was recorded months ago. So I'm just gonna put it out as our first video back, and I hope you guys enjoy it. We just watched it. Directed.
No, we didn't.
No? When'd you watch it?
Like 2 years ago?
2 years? You haven't seen it since?
Not once.
Do you remember it good enough to talk about it, you think?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah?
Good enough to talk about it, yeah.
Like photographic memory?
Yeah.
Alright, you know what?
Almost like I just watched it.
Almost like you just watched it, but you didn't just watch it.
I didn't.
It was 2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago.
Okay. So directed by Ruben Flesher? I'm not sure how to say that. I may have pronounced it wrong. On a budget of 90 million, it had a box office of 856 million. This made hella
Jesus
money.
Christ.
It's almost made $1 billion.
It did.
That's really crazy to think about. It's a lot of money. I didn't think it did that well because I don't think it's that good. It's all
Me
right.
either, honestly.
It's
pretty boring.
Yeah, but nothing really happens. And the action scenes are kind of The last one is terrible.
The spaghetti monster fight.
The spaghetti monster fight is terrible. The one on the bike is okay, I guess, but he's just kind of dodging drones. I like the apartment
Yeah,
one.
the apartment one's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the only
But once again, nothing really happens.
kind of a slow movie.
Kind of a movie.
To be honest, I just watched it, and I don't know if I could regurgitate the story that well. I don't remember anybody's names other than Eddie Brock's and Venom's.
Annie,
Okay.
Dan,
Dan was the doctor. Dr. Dan. Okay, Dr. Dan. I can remember Dr. Dan.
Carlton something.
You say Carlton?
Carlton something,
Oh,
yeah, that's
okay.
the bad guy.
Oh, dang. I didn't know his name. They
Who else? The girl's doctor's name was Dora.
Dora got oofed pretty early on, like halfway through. Spoilers, by the way. 2-year-old movie.
The homeless girl's name was Maria.
Oh, yeah, I do remember Maria. I think I wrote about Maria in my notes.
And then Mrs. Chin.
Mrs. Chin. I liked Mrs. Chin. She's not in this as much as the other one, but I like this
No,
one.
she's top.
I like her. She's a good character.
She is. Pretty funny.
Yeah, I thought so too. The introduction of that character is hella funny. I have it in my notes. So the introduction of her was pretty crazy because she's just like, she says hi and then she's just like, you look like shit. Oh my god.
Everyone just hates Eddie in this movie.
Yeah, low key. But he's also kind of a buffoon, kind of incompetent.
Yeah, that's true.
The first thing he does is the boss is like, hey, don't ask no extra questions. Just ask about the rockets. He's like, nah. That's okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna ask these questions instead.
But I guess at the same time, like, you know what Eddie Brock does. Like,
Yeah, if that's
He,
what
like-
his show's about.
yeah, so why would you send Eddie Brock, you know?
I know, you got all those other journalists that probably would have gladly done what you just said. You're like, I'm gonna send the troublemaker.
That's true. That's true.
It's crazy how he had his own little show, though. The Eddie Brock, report. The Brock report. There we go.
The Brock report
The
sounds
Brock
terrible.
report. It does sound terrible. But he was,
Why does he have his own show? What did he do to deserve that, you know?
well, in the beginning, there was a montage. He was doing that journalism. That's one of my notes.
Nah.
He did that journalism.
Nah.
Give me your overall thoughts on this.
Sorry, I had to yawn. No, wait, no, that was... I really had to yawn.
Sure. I'm sure that's what that was.
My bad.
Staying in for sure.
I can't.
Oh,
I don't know. Nothing really happens.
have you noticed-
Venom's really not in it that much, honestly. Like, you put it all together, he's probably only in it for like 20 minutes or
I
something.
know, it's kind of short, and he doesn't do that. Like, he barely talks in this one. He's not a
Yeah, he
prominent
does not
character.
do much, if anything at all.
It's kind of
really.
weird. It's like a
He
Venom
kind of
movie.
loses the fight at the end,
He gets rocked.
and then he just blows up the rocket, and he just wins.
Speaking of the end of the movie, okay, spoilers. I said this, but spoilers. They're on the rocket, they're fighting, and Eddie Brock gets killed, and he dies. Like 2 minutes later is when Venom dies, like sacrifices himself for Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
Why'd they do that twice in a row? What was the
I
point?
don't know.
I knew
just for
that.
both of them to survive.
Yeah, I knew. You know they're not gonna kill him. It's like the title character. What is that? What are you doing? Like, what was the point? It just seems like a.
What are we doing here?
I don't even know what they were doing, dude. I can't think of a good
doesn't make
reason of
sense.
why they do that.
For a good scare, I guess. I don't know. But who would fall for that, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, especially Eddie Brock, you're like, he's not gonna die, because then the movie just ends. And also at the end, when they're escaping the compound, when Lady Venom comes to rescue him, they do that day for night shit, like where they.
I didn't notice it until you said something, but it is pretty weird.
It's the worst. I hate when they do that in movies. Just go shoot a little past Twilight. You have $90 million. I'm sure you could afford to go shoot at just like twilight hours.
Now they'll just put a blue tint over
I
it.
hate the blue tint. It doesn't even look like nighttime. It just looks like a weird light. It's just so
It
off-putting.
does.
I hate it. It's one of my
Because
biggest
I
pet peeves in
really
movies.
didn't notice it, but then I did because of you.
It's like
so thanks for
Why
that.
not?
it's super bright, and it's like,
Now I'm always gonna notice
oh,
it
you'll notice it more and
in
more.
every movie
Yeah, it's
I
terrible.
watch.
It's the
Yeah,
worst.
you're a bastard. You're a
It's-
bastard.
It's the worst, dude. Carlton did a terrible dude. Just didn't care about anybody. He's like, guard, you're fired. And scientist who used to work for me, I'm gonna throw you this symbiote and just see where it goes. It's been killing everybody.
He does just start killing people.
Dude, he
but,
has no
you know,
remorse. It's terrible.
in the name of science.
But also, what happened to the yellow one?
Wasn't that the one that just died?
No, it was like the bluish gray one that just died.
No, the bluish gray one was the one at the end that dies.
Ye-
That kills the doctor lady.
Yeah, the yellow one goes into a bunny, and then they just never talk about it again.
Maybe you're right. No, because, okay, no, it's one of them.
No.
Maybe they just forgot the color or something.
I swear, dude. The
'Cause they
yellow one
only
never
had
comes back. 4. They only had 4.
They had 4,
Uh-huh.
and then 2 died in...
But it doesn't tell you
The-
when the yellow one dies. They never bring it up.
It's one of them. It's one of them, but they probably just forgot the color or something.
I don't know. That would have been a lot nicer too. Why'd they show a yellow one just not to make it the bad guy? Because the silver and
maybe
the
in
black
the-
is really hard to tell apart. But still, you had a yellow one. Just use the yellow one. I was really mad to see a yellow one and then they didn't use it. What's the point of showing me the yellow one if you're not going to use it? Gray versus black. Terrible. I didn't mind Riot. He does look silver in the comics, but you know, a yellow one would have just been better for what they were doing because the fight scenes were just gooping around. I have no idea what their powers are. Like, it's so hard to this. They just do whatever.
They just do whatever they need to do.
And it's really weird. Like, why can Riot have weapons but not Venom?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that doesn't really make sense.
I don't understand why Venom couldn't do anything. This movie's so bland and generic, nothing really stands out, so it's hard to talk about anything.
Yeah, I really don't know what to talk about. Nothing like in both of them. Neither.
Overall, I'd say the second one was a lot more fun than this one. Like, way more happens, and it feels way shorter. So I guess overall, you got a rating?
Like a 4 or 5, I guess.
4. I think I'm gonna go with a 3. I did not retain any of this, and I literally just sat down and watched it. So if that doesn't speak to anything,
It's like it's a movie.
it is a movie, and that's pretty much all it is. Like, I don't see how this made almost $1 billion. I don't see the appeal. I really don't.
I mean, I guess Venom itself looks kind of cool,
I do like the look. The CGI wasn't terrible,
but it's not that good.
but it's.
I don't think it's that good.
It does. Okay, look. When the symbiotes like still or not interacting with people, it's fine. But as soon as they like try to have it interact with things, it starts to lose it. Or in motion, it starts to look wonky. Close-ups and when they were still, it was fine. I like the look of Venom, and I like the look of Riot. He wasn't that spaghetti skin kind of thing Carnage was. The Demogorgon look.
Kind of just looks leathery, weird.
It
I
does.
don't know.
Any miscellaneous notes from you? A favorite scene or anything?
No, I really can't think of anything. Nothing pops into my mind.
All right, I got some these are my little miscellaneous notes I took while watching the movie. I'm gonna make that title card. Miscellaneous notes while watching the movie. It's J. Jonah Jameson's son that gets infected first with Riot. Riot infects him first, which is crazy to think, because I find it hard to believe J. Jonah Jameson didn't go down and yell at that. Fuck, I can't even remember his name, and we've said it so many times.
Carlton Drake.
Carlton Drake's. I just can't imagine it. That boy yells about everything. And he's so proud of his son. At least in Spider-Man 2 he is. Eddie Brock just uses his girlfriend's computer to look at like confidential like law or court documents.
Yeah.
What are you
that's
doing,
true.
bud? That's
What is like? Yeah, it's just the
Stop it.
worst thing he could
Don't
possibly
do that.
do.
It's a terrible thing. I mean, he pays the price for it, but
Not enough.
there's a yellow symbiote. I want to know what that guy's story is. What's he doing? Where'd he go?
What is with you and this yellow symbiote?
Dude,
Get over it.
no.
It's just it died.
No. I want to know his story, dude. I was so
Who
intrigued.
cares? Why? It's just yellow goo.
Because it was a color. It's nice to see some color. I really like that I could tell in Venom 2 which one's Carnage and which one's Venom. And also a yellow symbiote. Neat. So then Eddie Brock breaks down there to like look at the symbiotes after he has the talk with the doctor, and he sees his homeless friend Maria. And after she dies, he just like gives the most unsincere like, Maria.
No,
No,
Maria.
oh Maria,
Oh,
come
shit.
on. It just it sounded so ungenuine. Like,
I like how he's just fumbling around with the control panel without even really looking at it. And he causes like an alarm to go off.
the keyboard pops up and he's just like giving it the magic thingies.
He just spams it. Doesn't even look at what he's pressing.
I like the part where he gets into the fish or the lobster tank, and I only like it because when he's eating the lobster, he's just like nom 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 nom.
That was weird. Why is he making nom nom sounds? Like, what the fuck is he doing? Like a bruh.
I love it, dude. It was so good. Like, what is that?
I feel like it's like overacting. Like you're doing too much.
Everybody
Bruh.
just calm the
Tone it
fuck
down.
Yeah. Overall, terrible film. I don't think I'd watch it again. You ready for our trivia?
But you already started that.
No, that was my miscellaneous random notes I take during movies. So this is the first. There's going to be a total of 3. There's been 2 out already. The third's going to be Morbius in the Sony Spider-Man universe. That's what it's called.
Why are we doing this?
I don't know, but here we go.
Who asked for a Morbius movie, bruh?
I probably won't see that movie, to be honest. And this is Stan Lee's last cameo when he was alive. The other 2, Captain Marvel and Endgame, happened after he passed away.
That sucks.
Yes, it does. I liked his cameo, though. He just knew what was going on. It's because he's been up there with the Watchers. Anyway, this has been Venom 1.
Has it?
Yeah, sadly. Not a great movie. I had a fun time recording. More fun recording than I did watching. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to leave a like, or maybe check out some of our other videos. There's a few up here on the screen. If you really liked us, you can subscribe. We're going to try to put out stuff weekly. Don't quote me on that, though, because it's hard to record and edit. Anyways, if you want to leave a comment and tell me what the heck happened to that yellow one, I'd appreciate it, because I want to know where he went. Like, what happened to it? Just went in the bunny, and then it never came back. Anyways, I'll see whoever comes back in the next video. Or not.
Right here, put the Venom song.
I got that venom, not knowing when I'm never gonna slow up.